I'm Stephen, and I'm a pastor.
I'm Lisa, and I was a school teacher before our surprise baby. We're doing our best trying to balance faith, family, and fitness.
We're chasing big goals, including qualifying for Boston. And we're running our second half strong.
On this episode of Second Half Strong, we do a mid-month check-in for the Decluttering Challenge. We sit down and give you an update on my knee. Stephen and Jackie go on their first daddy-daughter jogging stroller run, and we talk about what's coming next for the channel.
Okay, time to get real. My space has been a little cluttered lately. It hasn't been terrible, but you know those hidden places, the closets, the corners, the surfaces, they have just begun to pile up. And when things start to pile up, I feel it in my spirit. Like I can't quite breathe sometimes. We've been busy, life has been really full, and sometimes that manifests in a messy home. So that's why January's challenge came about. It's just a good time to reset and clear space for what really matters. And clearing space for me isn't about perfection. It's just about finding my peace. And it's really interesting because I'm realizing how often I pray for peace from the Lord while my life is crowded with things that I don't need. Unfortunately, though, letting go of things does not come naturally to me. I grew up without a lot. My parents worked really hard to give us what we had, but kind of grew up with a scarcity mindset, and that is carried over to my adulthood. I worry that if I let go of something that I don't need, that I might need it again down the road, and I'm not going to have the money to replace it. But I've worked really hard over the years to kind of work through that, and I'm getting better all the time at learning how to just let go of things and trust that if I need it again, we'll get it. But honestly, I often find I don't miss the items. So it's just been a really good couple of weeks so far. Challenging at times, but I'm already feeling more peace and more freedom with my time and with my mind. Honestly, I feel like I can breathe a little bit more again. And, you know, making space isn't just about getting rid of things for me. It's just about trusting that I'll be okay without them. And if I'm not, that the Lord will provide, because He always does. And I know this content is a little bit different than maybe what you were expecting, but it really is, for me, a big part of being able to train and work out and take care of my body is having the freedom and the time. When my home is cluttered and when my mind is cluttered, I can't focus on anything else.
Okay, so trying to do a fun joke for Lisa. So you probably know she's been doing a month-long decluttering challenge throughout January, and so I of course love it when our house gets decluttered, and so I thought it'd be good to go through and take a lot of the extra easy items that I know she's going to try to get rid of, and get rid of those to where she has to declutter even more. And so far I've got a pretty good collection that I'm gonna go take to Goodwill, and so I want to make sure it's the stuff that we're not going to sell. But here's what we've got. So we've got a basket full of clothes. We got some different things, got some stuff out of the kitchen, and just different clothes and stuff like that I know she wants to get rid of. Anyways, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I just hope she doesn't lose her mind looking for some of the stuff I know she knew we were planning on getting rid of, and so we'll see how it goes. I feel like it's not particularly safe filming to go to or while I'm driving. I don't know if I can get a ticket for this or not. This guy is gonna think I'm the most self-absorbed person ever if I film myself donating clothes, so I'm probably not gonna do that. There we go. All right, thank you. All right, driving away from Goodwill. Now is the awkward time of giving the video clips to Lisa and let her edit and figure out what just happened.
Editing Lisa here. So I just received some interesting clips that my husband uploaded in the Google Drive for me to include in this week's video about his little Goodwill trip. So anywho, he's got jokes and I've got some clips to show you. Enjoy. All right, like I said, I'm going to do my closet. Now remember, I've gotten rid of a lot of things because I've lost weight since having the baby. This isn't going anywhere. This is staying. A dress that I'm missing. A dress that I was going to get rid of and pass on to somebody else. And a couple of my sweaters. I had some sweaters sitting here and I don't know where they're at. I wonder if Joe's been borrowing my clothes. So I'm trying to get rid of some drinkware today, and I'm going a little bit crazy, I feel like, because There was a couple of mugs, one in particular that I'm looking for that Steven's been trying to get me to get rid of for a while, and I just haven't. I decided like today's the day. We're purging and I can't find it anywhere. And this happened with some clothing items as well that I was going to pass on to a friend that have disappeared. And I asked Jo about like the sweaters and she doesn't have them, so I don't know what's going on. The mug that I'm looking for is not there. All right, editing Lisa still here. It's getting dark outside, so I apologize. But as you can see, Steven has jokes, and I'm laughing. It's fine. It's all in good fun. Funny story, he used to log into my Facebook on a regular basis and tell the world that I was expecting. So, but on a more serious note, we are going to move on in this video to a little bit of an update on my knee situation.
Hey, so we got some more news this week and wanted to give a good update on Lisa's knee situation.
Yes, so I finally got to go see my doctor after my MRI. It's been a process just with the holidays. It's just taken a lot longer than it should have, but he kind of confirmed what the MRI said, that there's a significant defect in my cartilage, and some of that cartilage is broken off and floating around in my joint. There's been a lot of pain and inflammation. That's where a lot of that pain has come from, a bone bruise, things like that. So I had a lot of really good days, and I've had some really, really not good days. I've had to pull out the crutches a couple of times just because the pain. The hardest thing about all of this is there's no simple fix. It's not like I can just go in and have a quick surgery. It's going to be a long process, and running is not off the table by any means. However, it's probably going to look a lot differently for me for right now. So I asked him pretty directly, what does that mean for marathon training and Boston qualifying? He kind of smiled and said, nothing is impossible. So he said it's really hard to tell me yes or no, because it's going to be more about learning what my personal load threshold is. My knee will only be able to take so much. What that threshold is, I won't know until I reach it. So I have to really focus on going very, 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 very slow as I start running again. I have to focus on strengthening all the support systems around my knee. I have to be really, really, really patient, and I am not good at being patient. So it's going to be a lot of trust, a lot of relying on the Lord, honestly, to just help me be patient in this season. And, you know, running is not off the table. Marathon training is not off the table. I'm not counting it out. It's just going to look a lot different.
Yeah, and the doctor straight up said, like, hey, the cartilage isn't going to grow back.
Yeah.
And so that's a bummer. And so that's interesting for us, because I mean, like, what's weird is we just started a fitness YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
so we're going, and what does that even mean? Because we just started this, you know, trying to train for Boston together. And so we're still hopeful that Lisa's going to be able to do that. But like she said, it's going to be slow. But also we think her just kind of walking through that journey might be able to even minister to some of the different people watching. So we want to keep going.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, life and healing and training is not linear, right? It's not a straight line from point A to point B. And this is another detour that I just kind of have to take. I'm going to keep running when I can. I am going to start a run walk progression, just start increasing that running really, really slowly. It's just about what the trade-offs are going to be, how far I'm willing to push, just taking the longer and wiser road and really just listening to my body.
I love your body.
Oh, thanks.
All right, about to take the baby for a run in the jogging stroller for the first time ever. But first, dad mode engaged. Dad. I have literally never been on a jog with the jogging stroller before. We were lucky enough to get this jogging stroller because when Lisa was pregnant, some of the parents of her students got together and they gifted us this awesome stroller, and it really is. It's really nice, it's really good, but we usually only use it for walks. Well, me and Jackie are going to go for our first run together. We're going to use our jogging stroller and go for a run. You ready? Lisa's had to run with it a few times, but now that she's injured, we never really use it other than for walking Jackie to the park. Before Lisa got injured, one of the ways that I would try to help her was to come home during lunch, and then while I was there, I'd watch the baby and she could leave and go get her run in. In general, anytime I can watch the baby, it's helpful to her. Even on Sundays, I usually take her shopping with me just so I can get her out of Lisa's hair for a little bit and Lisa can get meal prep and other things done around the house. And so one of the things I want to do with taking her on this run is just to try to experiment with how plausible it is to take her on a jog with me every now and then. Now, anytime I use the stroller, I'm obviously not going to be able to do that on days when I'm trying to do speed work or get closer to that Boston pace, but I do think I can probably do it every now and then if I'm just doing some type of recovery run. I was really happy to find out that it didn't slow me down near as much as I thought it would. It ran a lot smoother than I thought. I had to lock that front wheel to make sure it didn't wobble all over the place, but it really did do good. And so my thought is I can do this on short recovery runs. And one of the things that made this whole experience of the jogging stroller even better is that the baby absolutely loved it. She was laughing the whole time. She liked going fast. She kept looking back at me and smiling, and she was waving at everybody that were passing by. But that made the whole thing easier. And so I don't know how it would be if she was having another type of day where she was in a different mood. But man, we really did have a blast, and so we'll see. I think I've got some jogging stroller in my future.
So that is all we have for you this week. We just want to talk a little bit about what's coming up next. So I know we had talked about last week we mentioned Steven's Mile for Time would be in this video, but he's actually been dealing with a little bit of a hamstring issue. We wanted to give that one more week for him to just kind of recover from that. That will be next week.
The other thing I want to talk about is, I'm going to keep going with race schedule. So I've got my next race on the schedule. Actually, the next 3 races are on the schedule, but the next one is just a month away, and so a little less than a month away. And so I'm going to be running the Viking half marathon, and so excited for that. The Viking series, man, they've got half marathons and runs all over the place, and so it was kind of all this is still very new to me as we're doing it, but excited for that. I got a couple races in March that I'm going to do as well. Trying to get back to those long runs. My long runs have been non-existent because I've been dealing with a hamstring issue myself, and so none of my injury has been anywhere close to what Lisa's dealing with. But yeah, so hoping I'm able to work back up to that and just trying to get it done.
Yeah, and also next week we're going to introduce our February challenge for the month. So we're really excited about that.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Lisa. And we're running our second half strong. So we hope you'll come back next week.
And watch.
We hope you'll come back next week and watch our next. I don't know what to say after that. About what's coming.
Oh gosh. Your breath smells like oh man, it smells so bad.
Joy.